Hello again, it's Therese from www.lightingtheways.com with your monthly angel card reading with some guidance. It's so beautiful to be here tonight to look at the month ahead and to ask the angels and to connect and see what's in store for us. And of course we're moving into the month of February, which is the month of Saint Valentine, and Saint Valentine's Day being there in the middle of the month on February the 14th reminds us about love and affection, and it's a really beautiful month for us to really get back to the energy of love and start remembering what love is all about and how good it feels to start by loving ourselves and getting into that pure vibration of love. And I was just looking up some information on Saint Valentine today, and his remains have been exhumed from Rome many years ago, and they were given to an Irish priest, and they're actually now in Dublin. And I wrote it down at the Church of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, and it's the Whitefriar Street Church. So many people flock from all over the world, especially in the month of February. Couples that, want to, I suppose, lock in their love, or couples that are looking for their perfect match, and they go and they say their prayer and offer up, their wishes and their desires in the month of February in Dublin. So, legend has it that Saint Valentine healed the sight of a blind girl, and it was really his judge, I suppose, and the judge's daughter, and he looked after her. But the night before his execution, he wrote a note, and he said, "From your Valentine," and she saw lots and lots of colour coming from that note, and he was executed the next day, but she regained her sight, and that's one of the legends of Saint Valentine. So it's lovely to think that his remains are in Dublin. So now we will get started into the reading, and as always I'm very intuitive, so I connect before I ever look at the cards, and I ask what's coming ahead for the month. And we've had a lot of turbulence, and I've spoken about this before, and the turbulence is really about the change in energy, and there's a whole new wave of energy there for us to utilize, and it's a much higher, lighter frequency, but it's causing us, I suppose, to be a little bit uncomfortable, and that's probably putting it mildly. And for some people it's causing great challenges, because all that feeling of, I'm not going to be unhappy anymore at this job, I'm going to start following my purpose, I need to sort out things in this relationship. It's all coming up, everything is coming up, and all the old pains and hurts are also coming up to be healed, but they're coming up to be healed. So that's what we really have to remember, that it's really a time for stepping up and really living our truth and living out our purpose for being. And this is really strong at the moment, and the month of February is going to continue the shift, and it will start to settle in March, and this information was given to me directly from above, and it was given to me actually in January of 2019, and I asked today, and they said we're almost at the end of the heavy swirl, but there are going to be quite a few challenges for people yet, but people like myself and people that have been working as, wishers, really, doing their work, plodding through, connecting with their inner self and facing their truths. Some of them may be ugly truths, and making the changes, and we'll be there now to, help you to make your changes too, because the changes are for good, and they are going to be easier and easier, because collectively we're all starting to raise the vibration, and it's going to be easier. I just want to say that. So there's another month of turbulence, and then it will start to become easier, but that's when the change is really going to start happening, and where you're going to start seeing yourself deciding to make the changes, and it's going to be just from the heart. It's going to be, I can't put up with this anymore. or this doesn't feel right, and the action will be easy to take. So I just want to take some cards now as well and see where we're standing with the cards. So I'm going to start with 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the first card I draw is focus. Okay, so as you can see, it's very grounded card, so there's a lot of brown, it's very earthy, and it's really important that we do stay focused on ourselves really, and what our mission is. And if we stay grounded and focused, it's going to be much easier for us to bring things into manifestation for ourselves. So we have desires and we have dreams, and it's not to let go of them and not to take on somebody else's wishes for you. It's really important to focus on how you're feeling and what you want to do and what you want to say and what is your truth. You know, so it really is about staying completely focused and letting everything else fall away. So sometimes it would be helpful to keep a journal. So for us, when we're trying to get ourselves focused and making big decisions, because change isn't always easy, but it will be easier than what it normally has been for you, because the vibration is higher and it is lighter. So if you want to journal, you know, if you journal your thoughts, you will start noticing a pattern. And in that pattern, you will start noticing some things that are really irritating you and some things that are really working out very well for you. And it helps you to stay focused on what you actually want and just to let go of what you don't want. And it's very important that you don't stay focused on what you don't want and what's not working, that you focus on the solution. So that's really, really important. So, you know, wearing browns and, you know, reds and anything that's kind of maroony, anything that's base chakra color basically, will help you to stay grounded. And when you're grounded, it's much easier to focus because you're not just floating off with a whole load of ideas that can cause overwhelm. So a lot of my clients have been presenting themselves to me with overwhelm, just feeling completely out of sorts, exhausted, irritated, just not knowing what direction to turn. And that's normal because the change is happening. So for me to be able to help people to get back to center, to clear off the energy vibration that's just all entangled, and to help people get back to their core is really, really important. So staying focused is the first card. And the second card that's out for the month is harmony. So harmony is happening. So harmony is being restored, but you do need to have the focus. So the first card was to stay focused, stay grounded, stay centered in your own truth, in what you know is right for you. And you know that through your feelings. So your feelings are really your compass. It's not your head. You know, check in with your feelings and how's that feeling for you, because your head will have lots and lots and lots of thoughts, and it can take you down many, many roads, and that's not focused. So focused thought will bring you harmony. Okay, so in this card there's a lightness about it, and you know, it's like somebody dancing and playing the fiddle, so playing to their own tune. And you know, the angels are reminding me, and I live here in Ireland, and a lot of you that will be watching this do, and some of you won't probably, but St. Bridget's feast day is the 1st of February, and St. Bridget is here to help us to stay in harmony with ourselves and with nature. So it's really important for us to feel the spring in the air and to feel those new beginnings and to feel that we've really shed everything that we need to shed, and you know, feel that harmony that's starting to come into our lives. You know, harmony in our personal lives, harmony in our work lives, but most of all, inner harmony. So that's on the road to you. And the third card that the angels have offered me through this deck is the taking back your power. So it's the power card, and you see there's a lot of green, so there's a lot of heart energy is what I'm seeing straight away. But there also seems to be some doubt. I'm looking at, you know, the heavy dark clouds, and what they're impressing on me is that there's a lot of doubt at the moment. People are starting to lose their confidence and their self-esteem. It's like all the mats are being pulled out from under people. So it's really important, but when you stay focused, the harmony will start to come in. But it's really important that you stay in your power and that you don't hand it away. You know, that you don't start saying, oh, maybe I won't do that, or maybe I will, and just discussing it with people that really don't understand, you know, what's really there for you, because the vibrations are moving so fast and people are actually moving up and starting to feel lighter vibration, and then you have a day when it's heavy again and then it's back up, and this is the seesaw that's going on until it actually evens out. But it's really important to hold on to your power. So holding on to what you know is true for you and being able to take that action, because you know, without action there's no expansion, there's no growth. So the action steps have to be taken. But once you stay grounded and focused, it will feel harmonious and it will be easier to take it. But it's really important to know that you're doing it for you, and that's your power. So we hand away our power by giving into the wishes of others, or even our own thoughts, you know, when we start, you know, having spirals of thoughts and it just takes us on a different road, and then a few days later we're coming back again. That's giving our power away as well. So it's really important to pull it all in and have it from within. So I'm going to ask for one strong message now for this month. It's strong enough as it is, but just one kind of to close off this piece. And then I'm going to see what archangels are in with us and take a message from Michael. A message for our kids. I have a different deck of cards for the kids tonight. Okay, so the card that I asked to close this off says study. Okay, so I'm asking now, what is this about? And honestly, what they're saying is like that we are relearning. We're relearning, we're unconditioning everything that we have been entrained to believe. Okay, so we've been enculturated into the ideas of our parents and their parents and their parents. So it's like the ancestral line, and we're studying that, you know. So we're going inside, and it's really important for us that if we do feel that there's something new that we need to learn, if there has been something that's been knocking on our door and we haven't been opening the door to it, that we do this. But the greatest study that we can do is of our own behavior. So it's really important that we journal. You know, even if it's a dream journal you want to keep, but I would keep a day journal as well, because there are things that'll come up and you might think you're going cracked. You know, that one day you're very set that this is what it is, and the next day somebody says something and Mr. Doubt comes in again. So this has to stop. And just watch those behaviors. Don't bother watching them in others. Just watch them in yourself for this month, because that's what's really important, is to stay centered in yourself, because it's your own tune you're going to be dancing to. And it's your own joy that you're actually working with to bring it right up and share that with the world. But it's your joy. It's your happiness. It's your fulfillment. It's your soul's purpose. And we are starting to get right into alignment with our essence, and that's just the most wonderful news and the most wonderful feeling. Now, of course, when we have work to do, we need help. So I'm just asking for the month of February now, and I know Angel Gabriel is around, because when I was taking out the cards, I was asked to bring his deck to the table, which I did. But these are Archangel cards that I'm asking now who's with us, and then I'll take a card from Gabriel and a card from Michael, of course. So for the month of February, who's going to help us now to stay centered and strong? Okay, so Shamuel, so of course the Heart Angel. I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Okay, so again, it's, you know, and there's another card, it just really wants to come, so I'll have a look and see what that is. Raziel, Clairvoyance. I'm helping your spiritual side to fully awaken so you can clearly see heaven's love. So it's all about the love, really. So the inner eye, or third eye as we may call it, is opening up for a lot of people, and that's Angel Raziel will help you to do that, so you can see the pure, unconditional, heavenly love. And Shamuel looks after the heart, and he looks after relationships. So he's helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Okay, so it's all tying into the word love. love, 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 love. And that's the vibration, and there is really nothing else except pure, unconditional love. That's what we're made of. You know, we are made from love. We are in the vibration of love. We slip and slide in and out, but this month we're concentrating on moving ourselves back into the vibration of pure love. Easier said than done. It's a little bit of work, but once we decide to do it, we can just do it. Now I want to see what Angel Gabriel's message is for us. So I'm asking now for the month of February. Angel Gabriel is offering us, you know, divine guidance and divine direction. And in IET, he's the angel that looks after removing all the distrust and replacing it with trust. So I just want to see what his message is now. Nice clear cut card. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You couldn't make this stuff up. Journaling. Constantly writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds your confidence as a writer. Okay, so you really do need to start journaling. Okay, so you may want to write poems, poetry, books. You may just want to write out your thoughts and your feelings. It doesn't really matter. Get that jotter, get that journal out, and there's Gabriel confirming it for us. And of course Archangel Michael has to pop into the reading because he really is around at the moment helping us to cut all those old cards and those old connections, because we're at a pinnacle now at the moment of just releasing and letting go and embracing the new, embracing the expansion. Now Michael, will you just give us a message for February, please? Dropped them there. Explore your options. Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and access all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. There's Michael. Okay, so, you know, they just all say the same things to us in different ways. And that's exactly what I was being told before I even drew the cards, was it really is about, you know, embracing our life's purpose, you know, and really starting to ground and let ourselves, you know, move with the change, you know, don't get caught up in, you know, the difficulties and the hurdles that are being put before us, because they're just there for us to climb over them and let them go and keep focusing and keep, you know, an eye on where we're going, and just ask for the help to get there. And the angels are really saying it's quite easy for us. So don't forget, journaling is important, and that came up already. So before I take a card for the children, I brought over a basket of IET cards, and these are just the little messages from the 9 angels. So I'm just asking for one now for the month of February, and see which angel it is and what message it is. So here is the card. And it's beautiful. Archangel Michael blesses you with courage. Okay, so it's the courage to step up, really, to step out and start living your life, okay? The life that you want, that you desire, and believing in that, and believing that it's there, and all you have to do is align yourself to it, because that is the truth. You know, everything that you've ever wished for or desired is there waiting for you, and it really is time to step up, step out. You know, stand out from the crowd now. You know, you weren't born to fit in, you were actually born to stand out. So, you know, your clairvoyance, your third eye is opening up, your heart is being looked after, you're being nurtured and held, you know. So the energy, even though the energy is fast and there's a lot of change going on, you're still being held. And if you feel that it's overpowering you, please find somebody that you can work with that will help you to work through it. Because people like myself that help others to work through it, we've been working through it. I certainly have been, you know, and I got 9 weeks out without work to work on myself. You know, when I broke my hand, It took a little bit longer than I thought it would because I wasn't able to drive, and I'm actually still doing physio, but I'm back working with clients and I'm back driving, thank God. But I'm back at a different level entirely because I have been given so much information, so many downloads, being taken totally out at night time and waking up in the morning with complete clarity around lots and lots of things. And one thing that I've been told is that I'm an advisor. So that was something that I wouldn't have been thinking about. You know, I've trained as a life coach, but I was told that I'm actually an advisor, and I need to start really working with people when they come to me to really hear them and really connect on their behalf and be able to bring that advice through. So I'm absolutely delighted that they've told me that this is part of it, and I feel confident around it because I just know that the information is coming through very, very clear for me. And I'm getting a lot of my information when I'm actually sleeping or meditating, but it's crystal clear. So I'm really feeling very comfortable and very confident around it. Now, I want to take a card for our children. So again, as I always say, whether it's your child, your grandchild, your neighbour's child, a child that you know down the street, it doesn't matter. This is a card for the children. If you have children in your life, I'm sure we all do in some way or another. These are a lovely deck of cards that I actually bought a long time ago at a workshop in Cork. And the box is missing off them, but the cards are intact. And from my memory, it's actually somebody in Cork that has made these cards. And she made them after doing some angel workshops. And they're for the children, and you know, her intention behind it was so that the children could connect with the angels in their everyday life to help their self-esteem and their confidence, and so that, you know, if the parents were very busy in their heads or in their lives, and that the children would not feel lonely, that they start connecting to their high self through the angels. So it's a beautiful concept, and they're gorgeous cards. And I'm just going to take one now. I'm going to ask what card is for the children for the month of February, please. Okay, so it's right from the middle. Okay, and again it says, I am good at school because my angel helps me. So again, it's being able to ask for help. And it's, children are absolutely amazing. My own grandson is 8, and he tells me that he asks Archangel Michael to help him with his maths, and he asks Archangel Michael to help him with lots and lots and lots of things. So, you know, when he is feeling, you know, the strain of school, he says he just talks to Archangel Michael. And that's, you know, that's really reassuring for me, because, you know, it's not that I go around talking about angels to him all day, every day. I don't. But there are times when we use pendulums and we do a little bit of dowsing, and, you know, he's his own little deck of cards now, and, you know, we just say he's a little Archangel Michael medal, and he feels it keeps him safe. He's a type 1 diabetic, and, you know, he just asks Archangel Michael to look after him. And it's really nice. So, you know, for the angels and the children to know I'm good at school because my angels are helping me. So just to ask for help. And, you know, the children can, I suppose, you know, when they connect with the angels and they're connecting with their essence and their high self, they start to understand, and all that, you know, anxiety and fear and stress that a child doesn't need to have just goes away. So now I just want to close it with one card, and I'm asking, actually I'm going to have 2 cards, because I'm going to have one from the Wayne Dyer deck. I hope I have it out with me. I do. One from the Wayne Dyer deck, and you know, they're the peace cards, you know, so there's 10 secrets for success and inner peace cards. So I'll take one from that, and I'm going to have one more Archangel card, I'm told. So okay, so here's the card. So many cards now. In your interaction with your lovers, your co-workers and family members, act as if what you'd like to materialize in these relationships is already there. So there's the power of manifestation. So pretend that it's already there. So act like it's already there, and that's how you align yourself to that vibration. So it says, treat yourself as if you already are what you'd like to be. Act as if act this out in all of your relationships. So, you know, in work and at home and in all of your relationships, again, it's solution focused. So I would say solution focused. And here's my Archangel deck back, and we just take one last card and just get a message in with this. Okay, so it's Raguel, divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Looked past the illusion and see the underlying order. And it's very probable that there's quite a lot of chaos going on in your life right now. And just remember that that's how it's actually meant to be, because the energy is shifting. You know, we're talking about this 5D for so long. We're talking about the energy vibration rising, but it's actually happening, you know, and a lot of people are beginning to think there's chaos and everything is totally out of order, but it's all divinely timed. We have to remember that, you know, if we really, really, really think about everything, even on this planet alone, and you think about the birds and the fish and the animals and the trees and the shrubs and the humans, we're all part of it. So, you know, it is divinely timed and it is in divine order, and our hearts are opening up. They're really opening up, and there's a little bit of turbulence, inner turbulence and inner conflict going on for a lot of people. So stay rooted, stay grounded, you know, take plenty of baths in Himalayan salts or Epsom salts and cleanse your auric field. Get out there into nature. You know, we have some sunshine. I know some of you that will be watching are from warmer climates, but we have some nice bright winter sun here at the moment. So just get out and get that into your eyes. Journal, stay grounded, stay loving, enjoy Valentine's. Whether you're single or whether you're part of a couple, it doesn't really matter. Love is all there is. So I'm going to say thank you for being with me, and God bless you. And you will see me at the end of the month, if not before. And don't forget, if you want to subscribe to this channel, you will be able to get all my updates, and I will be posting some meditations along the way. As I get the orders from above, I will obey. And of course, if you want to connect with me for a healing or for a reading or a coaching session, you can do so here, or you can do so on my Facebook page or www.lightingtheways.com, through my website, and distant or hands-on in Dublin or Wicklow. So for now, I want to say God bless you and thank you for being with me, and have a wonderful month of